But I'm imagining that if there's one party that is trying to feel more free and one party that is trying to control it, the control generally is about that person feeling maybe worried or scared that the partner is going to find joy or meaning or satisfaction in ways somewhere else that he or she cannot provide.
Mm-hmm.
And that would mean that, okay, then I'm going to lose the person. So in order to keep them to myself, or in order to not risk it in my relationship, I'm going to clamp down.
Mm-hmm. But then the reality of that situation is that as a partner, especially if you're monogamous, there's no way that you can ever fulfill all the needs of your partner, right? Like we said, you tend to partner with someone who's not your mirror image, right? Like they are quite different from you, therefore interesting, right? And because of that, you will have different interests. So to think that, and especially as you go through life and there's different changes.
You evolve.
Yeah, you change, right? So maybe even if you did start out liking some similar things, there will inevitably be times where you don't like the same things. But it seems it's not reasonable to think that you will be able to fulfill all your partner's needs, right?
Yeah, it seems like a bit of Disney effect type of thing where you have an ideal of what a relationship is supposed to be in your mind, and then you get into something with someone that you really fancy, and then we struggle because, like, hey, it's not like the movies. In the movies, like, everything is just perfect, and I think people get stuck there. And I think now that you're helping me connect the dots, I think what changed in our relationship so many years ago is when we realized that, and we actually had a series of conversations about it, that everybody seems to have like a checklist of stuff that will make them happy, that will give them a sense of meaning as well. For me to take that list and put it on you and be like, check all my boxes, please. Why are you not checking this box? Is a bit ridiculous. And I remember one of the conversations that got really heated that brought us there was something to do with rock climbing. And you and how much you love rock climbing, and then you brought me a few times and I'd be like okay with it, but I was not able to get to the level of enjoyment in rock climbing at that time you wanted me to hit. You're like, why can't you just love this as much as I do? And I remember us talking about it and realizing that, well, you love rock climbing. If you have friends that love rock climbing so much that you can go do it with, where you can get this pure expression of just joy and shared interests, why don't you just go do that? Why do you have to make me rock climb with you? Or why do I have to feel like I need to somehow figure out how to fall in love with rock climbing in order to satisfy your needs? And then we realized that, oh, you just go do that and then we'll meet after, and then you'll be happy and I'll be happy, and then...
Yeah, as with many things, I had forgotten that conversation. But now that you mention it, I do remember in my youth being a lot more idealistic. Like, yeah, I would have certain thoughts like, well, if you're a good partner for me, then you get enjoyment and excitement through the same things that I like, or you like to do everything with me. So you would want to go to every party or every like gathering with me and be so happy doing it. But I think over the years, I just realized I don't really need that. And if we did do that, we'd probably be so annoyed. Just like, ugh, like I don't want to be with you all the time.
But I think you also have a better strategy around it once you've figured out how men tend to work, where once the conversation many years ago shifted from, I can't even remember how it used to be phrased, but basically pressure to do the thing, to, look, I understand you're really busy, there's a lot going on, you know this stuff is important to me, but I also see that you're stretched, so if you can't make it, it's okay. That usually puts guys, and definitely me, in a position where I'm like, well, you know,
maybe I think so.
Like, I'm quite capable, you know, and like, yeah, I'm really busy, but you know, it's important to you. And then it becomes my idea, and I feel like I feel more powerful in the situation, right? And so I think there's like some finesse there that we can get into.